Hey, it's Zachary. I am in rural Mexico. I've been teaching at this campus that is out on this remote road. That's the main gate coming in. And I'm going to give you a full tour of this campus with the solar panels and the sheep and the chickens and the outdoor pavilion and the yurts and the tiny homes and how they set up everything for a lot of families and people to come in for different seasons of school. And it just so happens as I'm coming out here to give you this tour, it is raining in the middle of the desert and the Baja. Why is it raining now? So we'll see how much. This is my last day here, so I have to do this now. So instead of having the typical hot sunshine and dry ground, we are going to have a rain tour. I don't know how long this rain is going to last, so I'm going to dip under the outdoor pavilion here because it is really coming down all of a sudden. You can hear it coming on this roof. But this is the classroom that I have been teaching in. It's an international classroom, and we have been teaching principles in community development and many different topics with all the students here and teaching up in the front and running the keynotes up on the screens. It's a pretty neat space to be right in the middle of this oak grove and just perfect temperature. Some mornings are cool, but how's that for a classroom? I mean, oh, it's really raining out here still. So this is what happens when you procrastinate doing the full tour of the place that you've been at till the very last afternoon and the last day here, and we're leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning, and this is the last light of the day and it's raining. Well, it's not letting up, so I'm gonna have to just do a run for it and get back to my tiny house. And look at this path. It's a pretty cool path. And this is where we've been walking every morning to come out. This is a nice little space, indoor space that we'll meet. That's the one wood stove they have on the property, which is nice. My glasses are getting wet. For now. So it's less than ideal conditions. It's still raining. It's more of a drizzle now, and everything has just been crazy wet, and now I'm losing light. So I'm just doing what I can to get you some footage here. I don't know if you saw the yurt in the background. We'll come back to it. I'm heading out to the sheep pen next for you. Here are sheep on campus, and it's just been birthing season, so they have many lambs. I'll see if I can go in there and get some closer shots. There we go. Here's Mama with the two most recent lambs. Ooh, looks like they just got fed. Yeah, look at that. Nice little family hanging out, staying under the roof, staying dry. Been pretty fun watching all these. We just had these two born while I was here. Well, one of them was, at least. And yeah, so that's the sheep. We'll continue the tour. So I'm preparing my teaching for a rural campus down in Mexico, and I look out the door of the tiny house that I'm staying in and see these beautiful critters grazing away, listening to their sounds. Beautiful place to study, love and life down in Mexico. And in this pen are the kitchen scrap digesters. All the kitchen scraps from all the community meals come in the barrel there, and when all the kids are not interested in eating all of their food, then just comes in here and turns to bacon, so it's not a bad deal. This is just on the other side of the sheep pen. See the hills on the horizon. Looks quite different with cloud cover. It's been like this for the past, I don't know, 48 hours or so. But before that, it was just pure sunshine. This here shows a bit of the landscape in the opposite direction and all the trees. And then this is kind of down at the base of these hills here, capturing all the moisture, and has this beautiful forest grove. There's the yurt of the roof The yurt of the roof, that's interesting. The roof of the yurt. Well, we'll come back to that later. I'm going to take you down this road and over to the garden and orchard area. Well, here's the section they've fenced off from the sheep so they can grow their crops in here and all these fruit trees. Just a simple irrigation system. All the water is gravity fed from the water source up the hillside over there. And over here, a bunch of rabbit hutches. It used to have rabbits, but you know what happens to rabbits when there's quite a few people around. They're a sustainable meat source. And these are the chicken coops. Little chicken runs back behind them, covered from the rain and the sun, and eggs all inside these layer boxes there. And let's see, I should take you over here and look at this. This little citrus tree here. Looks like it's growing just like a regular healthy orange right there on a tiny little tree. Quite nice. So I'm losing light rather quickly. So this is a rather quick tour through the garden, through the orchard, through where the bunnies and hens are, and now we'll go through this gate and across the bridge. There's a part of the Butcher Day if you're familiar with homesteads, and nice little processing station. You can turn those into drumsticks for the barbecue. So far this has been my favorite place on the campus, is through this tree here. I don't know if these are maple or oak, but it's just really beautiful fall colors and this nice path through here, back behind some more of these tiny houses over on this side. And then right here we have this little bridge going across what's currently a dry creek. We have some folks having a campfire out front, which is nice. Walk through the outdoor dining area here. There's the yurt. In the background is the community kitchen, and all these little twinkle lights above, and underneath all these beautiful oak trees. Definitely a sacred space to gather in community. And hey, so it is the next morning, and our travel plans changed a bit due to different vehicles heading out of here, and so I have a little bit of light. I think we're loading up in like 5 minutes. I was helping everybody pack everything, and I just thought I should give you a little better shot in the daylight here in the morning before I leave. So this is the park for all the children. This is Steve's epic tree house that he built while he was here, and all enclosed, super safe, looks really wild with all the extra branches around it. Pretty amazing. And yeah, this is the whole park in the daylight. Isn't that so much better to see it now versus no light last night? Pretty amazing place to play. So I'm now going to walk down the avenue of tiny houses, and this is where the families stay while they're here for the school. Some schools are 2 months, some 3, some 4, and they just kind of move into one of these tiny houses. So I was helping family pack up from that tiny house there. It has boys' room on one side and girls' room on the other side, and parents' room down below, and some of them are just one bed up on top. Some have one bed down below. They're all just slightly different setup on the inside. That one has an extra room, these two I guess. And yeah, it's just pretty amazing, the vision to have students come out to this campus. It's completely off-grid. It's really remote. It's a long, crazy, bumpy Mexican road to get here. And just to unplug from everything else and set a season aside to learn together. And this last school is a family school. So just walking down the avenue in the light for you. I think this will be the final shot as I approach the van that is leaving. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say. It's been an absolutely amazing stay here. So enjoyed everything, and seeing just the infrastructure is one thing, and how they've created a space like this that can facilitate so many people coming together. You know, I think we fluctuated between 30 and 50 people here in the 2 weeks that I've been here. So pretty amazing to be able to do that and have all the water and facilities and food and everything that's needed. Here's a little more pano in the day around this area. It's kind of a central communal hangout space. And this is where the life happens, of course, is eating food around these picnic tables under this old growth tree here. And a place for the kid to swing and watch everybody eating. There's the vans that are getting ready to go, and the community kitchen. We all just finished eating our last breakfast together. Let's see, I might be able to get a slightly better shot over here. This is just the final couple of minutes of this video to give you a little bit more. There's looking across to the chicken coops that I shared last night, and the bunnies, and the orchard and the garden areas over there. Mountains up on that side. Pretty amazing. There's so much more I could share. This isn't the ultimate tour, and I love it so much that I might have to come back for an ultimate tour. So this is your quick tour without a lot of thought put into it right before I gotta go. So thanks so much for following along on this adventure. See you in the next video.
Well, thanks for being patient with my last-minute tour. Leave a comment what you thought about this off-grid campus. Then if you want to join the interesting drive back to the US-Mexico border, across rough terrain and along the Pacific coast, watch the next adventure.
Bye-bye, Fat Bunny.
She's really fat, buddy.
Saying goodbye to the sheep.